Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Marco, currently a second year medical student of Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health. So I haven't made a video like this where I just sit down and talk about a random topic, and in this video basically I want to talk about how I managed to balance MD and MBA together. Yeah, I've gotten a few questions about this before and I thought why not make a video about it since, I've been getting questions like that more and more recently. So before we get into it, I actually want to explain first how the MD MBA program works. Basically, we get one MBA subject per semester. So for example, this sem, we get health informatics. Then last semester, actually it was in the summer, we got economics for managers. Then last year, we got principles of management and human resource management, sorry. I'm pretty sure it's like any other MD module where if you don't pass a subject for MBA, you don't get to move on to the next year level. And the next thing I actually want to mention is how it works into the whole modular system of ASMPH's MD program. So here's the thing. I think MBA is kind of integrated well enough into the MD where as a planner, it's pretty cool because you have a set schedule for MBA every week already. Right now, we get Tuesday, Thursday, 2:30 to 4:30. That's already blocked off for MBA. Choice na ng prof mo kung synchronous class in Zoom or whatever, or asynchronous class ka sa day na yun. For my class specifically, we get Tuesdays synchronous every time. But then sometimes we do reschedule it to Thursday, but usually Tuesday synchronous, Thursday asynchronous. So I think I've listed down 5 things that I do to try to balance MD and MBA work. Here's the thing, I don't know if I'm doing it well enough. Mostly group work, mostly papers to. So hopefully yung friends ko na naging groupmates ko can back me up. If not, call me out, I guess. First thing I try to do is I treat it as a subject instead of a completely separate degree. It is a separate master's degree, but then, treating it like a whole separate entity would make it more difficult. Basically, in practical level, point here is I try to put MD and MBA on the same level when I make up a to-do list for the day. Next thing I do to make sure that I don't forget to do MBA requirements is I set aside specific times or a specific time period every day or at least every 2 days to work on MBAs. This worked really well, especially in first sem ko last year where we had 2 MBA classes at the same time. It's really hard to balance everything if I keep pushing it off. Everything is going to eventually accumulate and it's going to be very hard to do everything at once. So what I do is I just take maybe an hour, 30 minutes every night, try to work a bit of MBA so that I at least alleviate some of the load. The thing here is, the reason why this thing worked for me is because I try to be very consistent with it. As in, every day or at least every other day, I do something related to MBA to make sure that I get on top of things sa MBA. To take it a bit further, this is something that I don't really do as much because, it gets tiring. But right after synchronous class, I actually try starting on the requirement immediately just so I already have everything started. And then all I have to do before the next session starts is finish it off. So the third point is try to pay attention during class. Emphasis on try to. I get the synchronous classes are really, really tiring. And honestly, I myself find it hard to focus on synchronous classes all the time. But the thing is, especially with lecture-based sessions, usually kasi MBA presentation, pero if the off chance na may lecture yung MBA class, I would try to really listen to it because more often than not, yung lecture na yun is already based on the book you're supposed to read. So if I pay attention so much dun sa class na yun and take well enough notes, I wouldn't have to read the book anymore. So it saves me a lot of time, a lot of energy. And one thing for MBA is usually papers or reports ang ginagawa. So you would pick up on hints on how to present the topic that you're supposed to present, and it would really help. So kunwari yung principles of management class namin last year, he's really into SWOT. As in, he really has a specific way of phrasing strength, weakness, opportunities, threats. So if you listen in class well enough, you would pick up on those types of hints and then you would put it on the SWOT that he would expect, and then more often than not, wala ka ng questions or something. Last point I want to make to cut this video short is accept your fate, especially if you signed up for MD MBA ng ASMPH. You don't have a choice. Well, you did. You did choose to go to ASMPH, knowing full well my MBA, sa MD. Yeah, accept it. It is what it is. It's something that you wanted to take, hopefully. It's something that you have to do. So you really have to just accept that it's part of the program, and you really have to try your best to keep up with everything. That is something that I already accepted. I think first or second month into first year med na, wala, I signed up for it, so kailangan ko panindigan. Yeah, so those are pretty much my tips. It's pretty general because it's hard to make really specific tips kasi yung MBA namin, different sections, so different profs every now and then. But if ever you do have more questions, you can always comment it down below. I'll try to be as specific as I can in those. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. It's a really short one. Hopefully I can come out with it as soon as I can. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Peace.